Hello, everyone. This is Yogi here. I hope you're well. Good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening, just like in London. And I hope you're ready for a spot of stitching. I certainly am. So today, this is the piece I'll be working on, and it's called Vintage Baker, and it's from one of our favorite ladies, and it's Amy Stewart. And it's a delicious piece, literally. So let me show you. If you don't believe me, I'll show you the mock-up so you can see its full glory. Look at that. I mean, if you love baking, this is a dream design for you. And I love baking, I love cooking, so everything here I can relate to, and I love that sort of slightly retro kind of tone to the entire piece. And it's full of goodies, and it's just delicious. Look at the pie, the cherry pie on the upper left there, and a rolling pin. It doesn't get any better. So this piece I've been working on probably just over about 2 years, and on and off, along with, I don't know how many whips I've got right now. So this piece, let me show you my app here. So I have just transferred this pattern over to Saga. So this is one of the things I'm doing right now, piece by piece, importing. So when you import the pattern to Saga, obviously it doesn't carry over the stitches, the marked stitches. So I had to roughly mark up the entire thing. So this is roughly where I am with, bits and pieces, maybe loose stitches, not totally up to date, but, somewhere here. And so the stack right here, let's have a look. So currently I'm around just under 10%. So it's 9.13, give or take, few 0 point whatever percentage. And this is a regular color, so it's 90 colors for this piece. And today, as usual, I am going to create a sprint to capture the number of stitches I will be doing today. And because at the end of the class, it's not a class. Yeah, it could be. It could be, because we're learning new things every day from each other. So at the end of today's session, I want you to guess how many stitches I've done today, and it's officially called Guess My Stitches. Okay, so I'll talk about how I'm going to do this piece today and where I'm going to focus on. So before that, of course, I am going to turn back to the chat and see who I've got with me today. Let's have a look. Hello, Rajal. You're the first to report to the chat. You win a gold medal, and Sarah is here as well, and Steve. Hello, hello. Busy Mom is here. Wonderful. And Betty Louis Taylor as well. Betty's here. Hello, hello. And Janelle is here as well from Australia in the morning following day. And Jan as well. And Jan says, oh, Yogi, I asked an early replay about how you manage extra fabric on large pieces. Would you be kind enough to show me how to do it? Yes, yes, I remember this comment from Jen, and I'll show you at the end of when I greet everybody. So hold on there, I'll get to it. And Lisa is here as well. Hello, welcome. Who else have we got? Heather House is here as well. Hello, Stitchy friend. Happy Thursday. Yes. Oh, yes, there's a sale going on, and Heaven and Earth. It's so wonderful. they do some discount days frequently, literally 50%. So definitely have a look. I think a lot of you already have. And let's have a look. Let me scroll down here. River's here in the chat as well. Hello, and Laura, welcome. And Wendy, hello, Wendy, and Im as well, Im Pepin. And Maddie's Budget Corner, one of my favorite names. And welcome back. And Suzanne is here with us as well. Hello, Suzanne. And Busy Mum, I've already said hello, haven't I? And Fran Cummings as well. Hello, welcome back. Michelle Brown, howdy for Michelle. And Susan Chamberlain. Hello, Susan. Diane Garner, hello. And Terry Dogs is back here with us. And Six as well. Thank you for being with me again, Six. Thank you for the video, Six. Not Six. Have I got it confused? There's another person posted a tutorial for Saga on Android devices. So thank you. And Suzanne says, love this project. Me too, me too. And Rose is here as well. And Lisa. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. It's a Thursday. Let me take a sip of my peppermint tea. And let me know what you're drinking and what you're working on as well. London is, not cold today necessarily, but it has become a little bit more chilly. So I'm trying to keep myself slightly on the warmer side. So, I'm not going to have a problem with my voice. It will affect my teaching and also the live stream as well. So I'm doing my best. So I'm nice and warm right now. So this piece, 25 counts, 1/1 full cross, as you can see. Let me zoom in a little bit. And my Christmas pudding is also here with me, and a little cat to keep me company. This cat actually moves by itself. Look, I'm not doing anything. It's just moving. Okay, it's spooky cat, and so 1/1 with this in terms of stitches, and also DMC floss. So I've been working on this piece with various methods, just like all the other pieces. And so today, I think I'm going to focus on this section, this area here. And the reason being, there's one thing I really like and I love to stitch. And I kind of started off, started a little bit with the last session. I don't know whether you remember. And I would like to carry on, but this time I'm using Saga. So I will show you which area in a bit. But just to answer Jan's question earlier on, so some people might be wondering, how do you manage the fabric around your hoop? So it might be slightly different if you're using other frames, or maybe Q-snap. Q-snap should be relatively similar. That's how I normally do it. So very luckily today I have this set up just like Jan is wondering, so this would be a perfect occasion to answer her question. So her question is, because last time I think she had a little glimpse of what's happening with the fabric. So you can see I roll my fabric around the sides, different directions, sometimes going up, but very often with the large fabric, I'll roll everything around the hoop and then gather the remaining part at the bottom here facing me. So if I move this over here, you can sometimes have a you can see this there's a little bag here. So what it is a drawstring bag. This is one of the shoe bags that I collect, sort of gathered, accumulated throughout the years. Sometimes when you buy shoes or maybe slippers or whatever it is, it comes with a little drawstring bags. So I just keep them, they're perfect size, and I just gather the bottom of the fabric and tuck everything under the bag like this to protect it. And drawstrings is great. So all I have to do is just pull a string and make a little tie there. And I use the fabric clips to just clip it in place. So, you know, it kind of stay where it is. So this is how I do it. It works really well. So when I have most of the fabric is Ella bottom, I do it this way. But occasionally, if there isn't enough to kind of tuck into the back, I just roll toward tend to be upper corner because doesn't get in the way of my hand. My right hand is under here, left hand on top most of the time. So I want to clear this space. So you can see when I roll my fabric, this bit tends to stay on top. I don't want it to come underneath to get in the way of my arm to go under. So it's very personal setup here. And the opposite on the other way, because my left hand is on top. So I don't want any extra fabric to come on top. So I kind of roll in a way that suits my need. So my right hand on here, there's no obstruction whatsoever. My left hand, there's no extra fabric on top here. So I hope that makes sense. And as I said, if there isn't enough fabric to justifying using a bag like this, I roll the fabric to the top and use a clip. You know, everybody's got these clips, and I just clip everything on top. So kind of clearing the fabric away from me. And so that's generally how I do it. So Jan, I hope that helps. And it's some people use I think pillowcase or something like that. I think pillowcases tend to be quite big, so it's, you know, you have to deal with extra fabric there. And also the great thing about these bags is it comes with drawstrings, so you just, you know, pull a string, make a tie, and you're pretty much there. So there you go. So these are the things I think only stitchers appreciate, because these are the practical measures you come up, you know, laterally, and no one teaches you that. You just have to come up with solutions yourself. All right. So today, let me just bring up this big screen again. I just want to explain to you how I'm going to do it today. So with Saga, many of you, I'm really happy. A lot of you managed to get it installed, and we have walked through as well. I created one for iOS, and then there's another one posted by one of the floss tubers. We have many floss tubers coming to the chat. I'm so happy. And so she posted one for Android. Okay, so go to our Facebook group. Everything's over there. So with this piece today, there's one thing I really want to stitch. So I've been, you know, wanting to do it since last session. So let me flip the pattern over, invert it, and all will be revealed. So here, over here. So if I go to the full markup here, okay, let me just tap on that. You can see there's little wooden spatula there, and there's this little card underneath. I don't know what it is, some sort of label, or maybe it's like, you know, some sort of collector's card, and it looks so whimsical. And I really want to focus on this little car here today. And so what I'm going to do, if I go back to my mud area here, so I'm pretty much, all my stitches kind of arrived on top of this area here. And so I wouldn't be sort of jumping off somewhere that's totally unrelated. I'll be continuing my stitches going down, but I'll be focusing on this area and this little lady here, the Lady Baker. And I'm going to use the free hand drawing sort of lasso tool here. So if you look at the toolbar at the bottom, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left. And there's a little lasso icon here. So I'm going to just tap it, and I'm going to draw quite a loose, you know, oval shape just to highlight this area. So it's not going to be very precise, and I'm not too worried about it. I just want to circle this area so I know where to focus it on. So here we go. Something like this. Okay, so it will help me to focus on where I want to stitch, and then I'm going to flip my pattern over. So now I know the area I really want to focus on today is here. And in terms of how I'm going to stitch it, I am not going to do a mean to max. Normally, if I draw a box, I would stitches and then move up. With this one, I think I'm going to go in order. In some way, I'm going to go cross country, okay? And then I'm going to start from, let me just bring up this view here. I'm going to start from this, area, the inner circle here, the red border, sort of area from on top, somewhere there, because it's connected to the area I've already stitched. So I want to keep that continuation, but I want to focus on this lady here. So that is fun to do. And so I'll see how it goes today. And if it actually makes sense at all. So it's a little bit of experiment there, okay, using this feature. And so this is where I'm going to focus on. And let me switch back. So it'll be fun to do, right? So the area would be roughly around here. And let me zoom in a little bit here. And nice and close, so you can see there's already a little bit of red going on, and there's some past threads from previous sessions. I'm gonna just lift everything upwards so it doesn't get in the way, and this will be my focus today, this area here. Ah, so wonderful. To Adri. Adri. You did it again, Adri. Super chat from Adri. Nice big box. I can't really look, not see it. Well done. Thank you, Adri. Welcome, welcome. It's nice, always nice for you to come to visit me. Sometimes you don't show up, and I kind of wonder, where's Adri then? Has she got snatched by the parrot at the airport? Who knows? Let's have a look. Welcome. And let me scroll back a little bit. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Nikki's here. Hello, hello. Welcome. And Serena is here as well. Serena says, hi everybody, just quickly coming to say hello. Bed is calling. Really? At this time? Early night for Serena. And she says, I have to get up at 4:30, no wonder. So following live on weekends is very difficult. On weekdays, very difficult. I'll catch up watching afterwards. Oh, Serena, well done. 4:30 in the morning, my goodness. And no wonder you go to bed super early, definitely. So have a sweet dream. Night to Serena. And the replay is here for you, archived whenever you're ready. And six, I say hello already. Let's have a look. And beautiful everyone. I want to make sure everyone is greeted. And Jan Dow as well. Hello, hello. And Kelly Quotes Plus. Wonderful to see you. And you're welcome, Jen. Yes, Jen says, I use a floor stand, so I tend to tuck everything into a grime guard. Yes, grime guard is good, as long as you don't have too much fabric. If you use Q-snap, yes, you can just tuck everything grime guard. I tend to use hoops, so this is how I'm doing it. I think I used to do that with Q-snaps as well, with smaller frames, then I'll basically do the same thing here. Vaduhi is here as well. Hello, hello. Hade is having another sale. I know. And Adri. Oh yeah, that little bird. It's beautiful, wasn't it? So Adri works at an airport in Germany. And the other day she posted, I think it was yesterday, she posted a video, a clip of a gentleman walking around with a big bird. Always be a nightmare for Abney. And I think it's like a parrot type of thing. And it's so big. And basically, there was no leash or anything, untethered. The bird just, you know, quietly sitting on the gentleman's shoulder as they were moving from one part to the other part of the airport. Absolutely amazing. I'm just stunned. Even dogs wouldn't be so well behaved. Adrian said, tonight I didn't want to wait. I need Yogi's attention. You have my full attention, Yogi. Don't get too excited. You're going to go, what? A17, A17. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's always dangerous to build up too much expectation. And then you turn out people just go, oh, is that it? You know, so a mini announcement. A17. It's a beautiful, beautiful red here. Let me just get it set up properly. So I've got my needle board on the right here, the DMC needle board for 1/1. Oh, let me have a sip of my tea. Nikki says, help, I'm still working on my CXC Master floss cards. Oh, are you having a new set? Oh, are you building a set that is... didn't you have one? Oh, that's right. You have the project specific organizers there, and you're trying to get a master set. So you need quite a few floss cards. And let's have a look. I know, Adri, but the question would be though, when you that clip, is it taken inside of the airport? We're talking about the birds here. Was it taken inside the airport or in the tube? Because I'm just thinking inside the airport, there'll probably be some sort of rules for animals to be in a cage or tethered in some way, because they don't want them to fly around. That'd be disastrous. I was so stunned when I saw that. So I think the color is okay here. So I'm going to go from top somehow. Not totally in a neatest order, but I'm going to see if I can follow this red here. So from here, I think I'm going to go down here. It's still connected, so I'm good. I'm good. So I'm going to start from here. And this fabric is gridded, so, you know, I'm feeling a bit more, a little bit better, a bit more secure. Let me move these threads away here. And Lorraine is here as well. Hello. And let's see. River says, my birds will be hiding behind my hair. But River, can you take your birds out like that? It's quite unusual, isn't it? I think it depends on what kind of birds. Some birds wouldn't put up with that. But even dogs, I think in public places, I think it's probably okay walking the pavement, having a dog just running around. But I think if you go into somewhere, I don't know what the rules here in the UK, but I think, you know, some places just need to keep the dogs on a leash. It doesn't matter how well behaved they are. You just have to keep it tethered. So I was very shocked to see the birds. I mean, how do you train the birds to be so calm? It's crazy. So I'm going to mark as I go. Oh, I love starting from this bright red here. Just what I need. Sue is here in the chat. Hello, Sue. She says, hi, everyone. No stitching for me as I've just finished a 12-hour shift. So just going to relax and watch. Definitely put your feet up. Have some nice snacks and a cup of tea and just chat with us. 12 hours, a long time. It's a marathon. And talking about marathon, you know. Small hint here. Let's have a look. 2 down here. I need to mark as I stitch, or I get lost very quickly. So I'm starting here because this is where that little curve starting, the little red circle. So I'll come back and fill up the space on top, but I can't wait. I want to get to the circle and get to that lady. And normally I don't like stitching people, but that picture is just looking so good. I love it. It's very retro and very whimsical. The Lady Baker card. I love it. Let's have a look. Oh, so Adri says that was in Silent Airport. So it's okay for in airport in Germany to have animals just kind of just there. That is astonishing. I'm not sure you could do that in a UK airport. Maybe someone knows. But I think you just need to keep them somewhere safe. So I'm starting off with a lot of stitches of the same color here, which is very nice. That's why I don't want to do minimum to max, because I'm just not in the single stitch mood right now. I just want to dive in and just stitch whatever color I want. Nikki says, is it just me or is that audio? Is the audio okay, guys? Give me a confirmation. If the sound is good, give me a thumbs up. I mean, everything looks fine on this end, but you never know. You never know. Oh, it's been buffering. Let's have a look. In that case, it could be my internet. Hang on. Is it happening to everybody? If so, what I can do is there is something I can adjust. And let me just turn it down a little bit. Whoops. Hang on. Give me a sec. So let me know if it's happening to everybody. And is it still buffering? Because sometimes it's temporary. It's okay now. Oh, good, good, good. And it's not buffering, everyone. If it's buffering, let me know. I can adjust. There's some adjustment I can make here. Because sometimes, you know, the internet is just like a wave in the ocean. Audio is breaking up. Oh, dear. Try refresh your browser. And if it's still happening, let me know. Sometimes it's just temporary. And if it's still doing it, then I'll make adjustments. You know, live is dynamic. Okay, Nikki says the audio is fine now, but you will see in the recording. Right. Maybe it was temporary sometimes. If it happens again, just, you know, raise the alarm bell and I will make adjustments. And you can try to refresh the browser as well. Sometimes it fixes things. Okay, so if it buffers again or the sound is funny, just shout in caps, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. All good. Thank you for confirming, everyone. Oh, I'm always scared when it happens. There's things sometimes you can do to fix, sometimes you can't. So, but so far so good. That's good. That's good. Thank you, Sarah, for confirming everything's good. But whichever case, let me just make some adjustments here, just in case. Just in case internet today is a little bit pesky. Let's see. Output. Let me just bring it down slightly to see how that goes. Hopefully it will get better. Kelly says, I always mark off after I have done a row, even if it's only 2 or 3 stitches. Yes, it depends on the stitching methods. If I'm doing kind of cross-country like this, sometimes 1 stitch at a time. If I'm moving away from certain area, then I need to make sure that, you know, I won't get confused. Then literally, I would just do 1 stitch at a time. But if like here, there are a few rows here, then I'll do a whole bunch of them before I mark them. So I'd rather be careful than not. Adri says, my reason is for the parrot not to fly away, because it might be either he trained the parrot not to leave, or the worst case scenario, he has cut what? He has cut parts of the wing for it not to fly away. Really? People do that? Goodness. Why would they do that? They're birds. But even if you cut the wings away, I mean, hopefully that's not the case. If the bird wants to, get away, they probably just walk away, even without wings. But the bird is just kind of just sitting there quietly, like it's nothing. It's very unusual. Alison is here as well. Hello, Alison. Alison says, hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. How many succumb to the haze sale? If you're the victim of today's sale, raise your hands. Just confess. It's okay. You're amongst friends here. I know. What are they doing to us? Adri, behave. Kelly says, I've lost where? Yogi's working too. But that's on me. What do you mean by that? I've lost where? Yogis, I mean on this piece. Leslie says, still not working properly in Scotland. So that's a little bit ago. Let me know if you're referring to the stream here. Let me know. You can always refresh the browser, see if that helps. But most likely it's probably me. So if it doesn't work properly, let me know. Because the internet is temperamental sometimes. Oh, Adri's going rogue once again. Nikki says, Yogi, I think I'll do the regular colors for traveling library. Oh, really? Why is that then? For me, it's definitely a max color piece. Betty, welcome. Betty Hankin says, we always cut our chickens' wings? Why? I mean, while they're alive? Why? Oh, actually, don't tell me. Spare me with the details. I hope they're good reasons. I don't think the max color version is out yet. So it probably still take some time. Hopefully there will be another sale. That'll be wonderful. Okay, here I've marked it. I'm gonna keep moving over here. Brittany, hello. Brittany says, hello everyone. Yes, I'm home on a weekday. I had a bunch of teas pour today. So I'll hopefully be able to stay awake. Oh my goodness, I was wondering why you're here during weekdays, because normally you can only play in the weekends. Oh, poor Brittany. Dental thing is not funny. Hopefully we'll keep you distracted. We'll do our best. Oh, Heather says cutting the wings just mean trimming the feathers, not harm to. So you're not cutting the wings off. Is well that's how I took it. So they still have their arms. They're not like armless. Goodness. I don't know. I know nothing about chicken. And guys, so I have made a executive decision, okay? So so this Saturday, the Seoul on Saturday, we're going to do a half marathon. How does that sound? So I talked about this before. In August, throughout the entire August, I have classes in the afternoon as well, not just the morning. So I won't be able to do like a full marathon like the other week that we did, starting from 2 p.m. UK time. But I'm thinking maybe we can do a longer session, like a half marathon. So I will definitely set the time precisely, but I think we can probably start around maybe 6 p.m. UK time, so you can do the conversion wherever you are from 6 p.m. and then we just run it till about midnight UK. That's when we normally finish the streams. So Brittany says half marathon. I'm so excited. Yes, it would definitely distract you from your dental situation. So we can probably do about 6 hours, you know, only half a drink. Yes. So, but I have a task for you, okay? In order for this event to happen, we need a name for it. Because currently, what I know I can just call it half marathon, right? But it sounds like half of marathon, which is kind of is. We need a name for it for shorter sessions like this. Something that sounds good, you know, that reflects our spirit as stitching athletes, you know, for our endurance and our will. So we need a name. We don't want to call it half anything because we don't do things in half. We go all the way. How's that? So I need you to come up with a name for the event on Saturday. So go. The winner will receive the respect from everyone in the chat and beyond. Rose says a sprint. Sarah says marathon training. It sounds like it's for amateurs. Sarah, you're a pro. I'm not, but you're a pro. We need a name that reflects that athleticism. That's a mouthful, and our endurance. Something that's powerful. You can come up with something, and if it sounds good, then from now on, when we do a half marathon, we won't call it half marathon. We'll just use the new name. That is so much better. Mini marathon, Miri, very original, very original. Another mini marathon. Yeah, but mini marathon, by virtue is smaller than the marathon, just like half, and we want something that goes all the way. Nikki says, have you heard of the 24 hours cross stitching? It's done over the entire weekend. I think you should do that. Okay. But are they actually streaming? Like awake? Someone's being there for 24 hours? Or for 3 days? Oh dear. Oh my goodness, Turtle. That is so good. Turtle Stitcher Heather says a tent stitching session because this tent is half cross. Yeah. I like that. Doesn't have to be 10, okay? But I love it. I like the way you think. Crossed Up says 5-hour stitching frenzy, but we're actually doing 6 hours. Can we say 6-hour stitching frenzy? Oh, Sarah's doing 24 hours marathon this weekend. Are you gonna stay awake for all 24 hours? Is that a requirement? Oh my goodness, we're just not hardcore enough. We're gonna just do a mini 6-hour session. We're amateurs. So for that, 2 over here. Oh, another mini marathon. Stitching Frenzy from Adri. Betty says Stitchington. Nice. If I can, even say it. For a half and Stitchorama. Stitchorama for a full marathon. Oh goodness. Half a marathon, Nikki. What's the difference between half marathon and half a marathon? So it's the 24-hour event streamed as well, my goodness. And Chariot of Fire. Chariots of Fire. That sounds heroic. Willeran. Oh, okay. I probably butchered that. Stitcherton. Stitcherson. I think that's better. Yeah, but it's very tongue twisting, isn't it? Something punchy. Let's have a look. River says power M&Ms, and so it means mini marathon. Oh, everybody's brain is working. Nikki says you should be the first streamer to do that. 24 hours over the weekend from Friday to Sunday. I thought it's being done already, Nikki. Is it so the 24-hour event is it being streamed live by a person? Because if they have different people, then it's cheating, isn't it? That's a relay. That's not proper marathon. Marathon is a single person, you know, for the entire thing. Let me pick the next color here. Let me flip over to see what's happening here. Yes. Now, why don't I pick this one here? That looks, oh, that's the head of the lady. Yes, I'm down for that. 647. 647. So you're free to come up with suggestions and we will decide by the end of the stream what name we're going to call it. 647. And you can come up with multiple submissions. You can change your mind. 647. What? Brittany? Brittany says, guys, I'm such a dedicated stitcher. I was trying to figure out which ending method my dentist used on my stitches. Pretty sure it was loop finish. Oh my goodness. Brittany, that's the best comment so far for the entire channel. Ever in the history of this channel. That's the best comment so far. Chrissy's Hate Adventures. Oh no, yes, it's Hate. I thought I misread it. She says, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Laid down about 2:15 for a 30-minute nap. Thinking I'll wake up in time for live. Yeah, well done. No, it's never too late. It's never late for a great party. And you're in a great party. So you arrived in style. Hope you enjoyed your nap. Sarah VM says, Stitchathon. Stitchathon 6. It's a little bit tongue twisting. Stitchathon. Stitchathon. Maybe something that I can say without falling over. That would be a good start. Nikki says no one streams 24 hours. But I thought it was an event for 24 hours, isn't it? So what is it then? If it's not being streamed, how do you join? Let me have a look. Oh, that one doesn't look correct. Is that correct? No, I need a frog. 2 stitches. Look away. There's no frog here inside. It's an illusion. I'm just stitching in reverse. So I'm rewinding. Okay, I'm actually stitching normally. But the video is going backwards. That's it. Oh, now back to normal direction. We're going forward now. It's just to demonstrate the technology of live stream. We can actually rewind, go backwards with the stream, and then move forward. So 6 a thong. 6 a thong. Diana says half a dozen stitch-a-thon. Oh, that's a very long name. Chickens. I have chickens on the brain. Oh, River says halftime show. I kind of like that. That sounds, because halftime is in America is like a big thing, isn't it? You always have like people singing and stuff. I don't care about sports, but sometimes I do watch those videos of halftime show. Oh, I kind of like it. So 1 candidate there. Let's see, what else have we got? 6-hour sprint. 6 packs. River, you're on the roll here. 6 pack. What pack though? More like 6 stitches in my case. Oh, Brittany likes that too. The halftime show. Yeah, it does. You have a little bit of, gravitas. It's like 6 halftime show is like proper, isn't it? Because the halftime show is probably more interesting than the sports itself, for me anyway. Kelly says, when is that weekend of stitching? This coming Sunday, the day after tomorrow. This is how we roll. We're spontaneous. If we want to do it, we just do it. No planning is required. We just turn up and stitch. How's that? Busy Mom says mini motion run. Oh, very poetic. It sounds pretty. Mini motion run. And Will Lorraine says 24 hugs. They stitch for that long, but make 1 video with cuts. Oh, that's not the same then. So who are stitching and who is doing the cuts? They return for updates, usually stitching and watching a movie, then return. So it's not like everybody's stitching together. How does that work? Are they stitching real time with you, or? That's not what I'm thinking. If it's 24-hour marathon, it's a 24-hour marathon. Sarah says, I just take a photo of my progress every hour for 24 hours. Oh, I see. So it's like people want to participate. They just do it within that time, that 24 hours, and post pictures. So no one is hosting the events. Is that correct? So it's not real time, as in, what we're doing here. Because I was thinking maybe it was a relay, you know, maybe they have multiple people just taking turns. Susan says, will you be singing, Yogi? So I will be doing a halftime show within a halftime show. It will be quarter show, quarter time show. Yes, I will be singing. I don't know if I will be singing, but we definitely will be doing a spot of yoga. How's that? Nikki says, for the 24 hours, Stitchers just join by stitching. They don't stream the whole thing. So do they stream at all? They just start with a stream and then they just go and stitch whatever they stitch and then come back? If that's how it's done, you can do it for a week. 1 week marathon. Doesn't make any difference. Everybody likes halftime show. Heather, Turtle Stitcher says, I just got my fabric for the traveling library. Oh, the number of people doing this piece is increasing as we speak. It's going to be just one of those pieces, one of those Amy Stewart designs that everybody loves, or at least most people. So I'm doing the head of the lady. Yay! Really exciting. I think she's wearing some sort of baker's hat. There. Janelle says Yogi's 500. 500 stitches. I think that's all I can manage within the 6 hours. You're probably correct, Janelle. 10 Light Stars 01 says it's pre-recorded, then they put it all together. So pre-recorded. So how do people join them if it's pre-recorded? When does it start? When does it finish? Very intriguing. Busy Mom likes half time as well. Abony's here. Hello, hello. Ten Light says they really should do halftime yoga for sports show. For sports show halftime. Yes, get them moving. They're sitting there for hours. Let me take a sip of my peppermint tea. Natalia, hello, hello, how are you? River says, get your neighbors to sing. Yeah. Whole bunch of blokes. Just go, hey, just come over here and do a, what is it called? A boy band. Backstreet Boys in their element. Can you just do a bit of a dance as well? And you are on internet. You're on the internet, by the way. It was so funny because all I heard was men's voice, like, you know, guys' voice. So they're really having a good time. Just blokes getting together, singing. Nikki says the 24-hour duration is over the weekend. So they just pre-record. So it's not real time. It's real time for people who participate. But with the video, who's in the video? So the host, they've got hosts stitching at the same time. They filmed it and then edited. Interesting. How do you know it wasn't filmed 6 months ago? You know? I don't know. If it's not real time, who knows? Two more here. Jackie Turner is here. Hello, welcome. Ten Lights says some of the live streams have lasted for several years. They just keep going. Oh, what are we talking about? Maybe I missed the previous comment. Totally out of context. Brandy's in the chat as well. Hello, Brandy. She says, hi all, I'm out and about, but popping in when I can. Yes. Get your stuff done and come play with us. One, two. It's amazing that having stitched 28 counts, 25 count just seems so big. It's crazy because when the first time I stitched, I tried 25 counts. I couldn't even see the stitches. I didn't know what I was looking at. And now they look so big. It's insane. Sis Stitches. Hi Yogi and everyone. Yes, Sis is the one that provided. She's got the video tutorial for Saga on Android. So big thanks to Sis. Betty says, in the group I'm in. Oh, so there are different groups. So we're talking about a 24-hour event. Betty says, in the group I'm in, it starts Fridays and runs through the Sundays. Is that every weekend? Runs through Sundays. 24 hours of stitching. You can do the full 24 hours straight or spread it out. But how do they capture that? Because everybody is just sort of stitching on their own. So I suppose it's like that as well, even if you're streaming. I mean, that's interesting. But it's more fun than anything, isn't it? It's just knowing that a lot of people stitching together. That's the fun bit. Reverse back to deranged typewriter. I think the typewriter method is quite nice if you're starting a new piece because it helps you to kind of establish the top line. A lot of times you end up with, you know, a lot of empty stitches that you have to go back and fill in and it doesn't look so good. So I think the method just, you know, provide a little bit of discipline to establish the border. Brandy says, are you working on a rolling pin in the middle of the pattern, Yogi? Oh, I'll show you where I'm working on. Have a look at this. All right, I'm going to zoom out. I'm working on the pattern within this circle here that I drew. And if you go, what is that, Yogi? It's this. So I'm focusing on this lady here, just within this oval shape section here. I want to stitch this card, this lady here looking so sweet. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm not doing the any sorting order. I'm just doing mini cross country within the area here and focus on completing this little round shape here. So this is where I am. This is the top part of that, so the oval shape. And I'm stitching the lady's hat, I think, right now. 1, 2, 3. Sarah says the official 24 hugs is 1.25. Okay. Group I'm in does it once a month. So they're different groups. They just do their own things. Oh, the mystery deepens. If we do a 24-hour live stream, then we'll probably need to take nap breaks. So people in different time zone can sleep at different times. And I'll be sleeping too and wake up and stitch again. Oh dear. Let me see what would be the next color of my choice. Let's have a look. Let's review. So I'm on yes. Why don't I complete the hat? That looks like fun. So I'm going to be picking this one, perhaps. Let's do that one. Three, 8, 6, 4. 3, 8, 6, 4. Here we go. Betty says, check out Quirks and Stitches. Jane Lee developed 24 Hug. They're set up quarterly. Jane and her mom film themselves when they start and they progress after each hour. Oh, I see. So they just kind of spot record the progress and put together as a film. I get it. Okay. But do they sleep normally or they actually stay awake? Do they film themselves in bed? You know, like Big Brother style? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Rachel Morton says, just got off work 35 minutes ago. Got the cats fed and warmed up some dinner, and now I can hop on and do some stitching. Oh, isn't that the best moment when everything's done and you know it's time to relax? It's time to play. Welcome. You come to the right place. So all the stitches of this color is kind of scattered around. So I want to mark pretty much one stitch at a time just to keep track of where I am. Otherwise, I get really lost. I'm really enjoying cross country now, and I'm venturing a little bit further. So I have to say thank you to Nikki to inspire me to try it, because before I would only do very short distance, sort of cross country. I mean, not that I traveled that far, not as far as what Nikki would, but I'm going a bit further. So a little bit more adventurous. And it's good fun. It's really good fun. Sisk says, I love the selected section of the lady. Yes, I've been eyeing this lady since the last session, but I only managed to sort of come close to it. But I really want to complete this little area here. It looks like so much fun. Beautiful. I could wander down a little bit, but I don't think I will. I'll just end it here. Just keep things in order. Three, 8, 6, 4. Betty says, pre-COVID, there was Team Sleep and Team Stitch. Folks also got hotel rooms and gathered for stitching slumber parties. Oh my goodness. Pre-COVID. Well, they can go back to do that. What does Team Sleep do? So Team Stitch, they stitch. So Team Sleep, do they just sleep? Oh, things people do. That's so funny. So guys, do you guys like halftime show? I like it. I think many of you like it. It sounds good. And if you all like it, I will just make it official. And from now on, anything less than a full marathon will be a halftime show. And this came up by River. Let's have a look. Let me switch back. And no. That one looks good. Yeah, halftime show, thumbs up. Betty says, Team Stitch will stitch for 24 hours straight and Team Sleep will break for sleep. That's hilarious. Yes. So some people actually stayed up for 24 hours. My goodness. Thumbs up from everyone. Good, good, good. Now we have a name. Now we can proceed with the event. So round of applause for River for coming up with this wonderful name. From now on, it will be official for the half marathon halftime show. Yes, I like it too. I like it too. It's teamwork. It's teamwork. Nine 951 951. I've got a little hair here. Just tiny little hairs, probably from Dolly. It's really stubborn. Won't come off. Yes. Thank you, River. Great. Everybody loves it. It's done. Busy Mom says, what time did you say you're starting? I think it will be around 6 p.m. UK time. And we just run for 6 hours till midnight here, roughly. And I'll pull out the schedule for you to confirm. But I think that should work fine. So, you know, I posted a energy ball recipe in our group. So grab that, make some energy snacks, you know, do some warm-ups. And we will do our halftime show together on Saturday. Betty says, will a full marathon be a late show? Oh, late show. I think in Ireland there is a program called Late Show or something like that. So late show is not late enough. It's a late show. Sarah says, I believe Liz Starr is a troll. Really? Jackie's excited, me too. So 10 light stars, 01, is that who you're referring to? Have we got trolls? Yay, we made it. We've got a troll. Have we really? Oh, Suzanne says, Yogi, how much dates did you put in those energy balls? It really depends how sweet you like it. Depends on the batch I'm doing. I think based on the recipes, I'll probably put about 4 to 5-ish it really depends on how, you know, how you like it. Oh, I think the person is disappearing. I think the person, whoever it was, kind of deleted his or her own comments. Interesting. Oh, that was paranormal phenomena just happened here. I didn't do anything. I think the person just disappeared by himself. You spotted you shined a spotlight on the person, and the troll disappeared. I didn't pay attention. I just noticed the person said a lot of things, but I didn't really read into it. So if you think it's a troll, maybe it is. Yeah, I think the person just decided to retreat. I think the person was called out, so they disappear by themselves. I didn't do anything. How weird. Why would people want to do that in the chat? So strange. It's not even fun, is it? And I didn't even pay attention of what the person's saying. A lot of them I didn't understand. Betty says, yes, Yogi vanished all the content as well. Yeah, how weird. I didn't know you could do that. Do you just delete the account and everything goes? That's a waste of a YouTube account right there. Bizarre. Yes, paranormal activities in our chat. In a late night show. I know, exactly, Sisk. It's very spooky. Sometimes we have spooky bingo. And sometimes we have spooky trolls. Well, actually, the first one. There's something new every night. Every day. There. Suzanne says, I'm going to make some of those for Alex this weekend. Oh, it's delicious. Have some of them yourself as well. It's really, really nice. Oh, Jackie says maybe YouTube did it because of certain words they use. I didn't even read the comments, so I don't know what words the person used. How strange. I just noticed the content kind of became more and more like gibberish, so I kind of stopped reading them. Yes, Nikki, that's so strange. The person just vanished. Probably still listening. Who knows? From a different account. They're so strange. And it's not even fun, is it? Is it fun to do that? I think it's more fun to be normal and just chat to people normally. It's a lot more fun. A42. Hey, Jamie's here. Hello, hello. Yes, we can read you, Jamie. Here we go. I think that one. If I stitch that one, hang on. There. Rachel says, is a troll an actual person or a computer bot? I think a troll is normally, there's a person behind it. Bot is just bot. I don't know what bot does in the chat though. Do they just post all sort of pre-arranged kind of messages? But trolls, they respond to people. And I think the person who was just here actually interacted with us in some way. So I think that was an actual person. A little bit sad. Why would anybody do that? I don't know. Yeah, that was quite funny, Ebony. Yes, I only noticed that line because I pretty much just ignore the person's comment because I didn't understand it. And then I only saw where the person says, you know, Sarah, I think you're a troll. Sarah was targeted. Oh, how dare you! She's our princess. Don't you dare. We will protect her. Rachel, I don't understand either, but you know, they're all sorts. Oh, there's a little hat forming there, really cute. And out of all places, this is a stitching. Such a peaceful group. It's not like we're debating about, you know, world news or anything controversial. We're just here stitching. What a waste of time, these people. Suzanne is doing block stitching. Yes, sometimes you just need a bit of a, you know, everything contained within the area. It really depends. Let's have a look. Now I've done some greenish lighter colors. I quite fancy a little bit of a darker colors. Let's have a change of flavor here. Here we go. A23, A23, A23. Yes, Nikki, I think you're right. Bots, they would just paste in like URLs to whatever website or products or whatever. Trolls, they're actually people. They just come in, they just like to stir shit. So there you go. And it wasn't even effective because basically I didn't even notice. Didn't even notice. So it wasn't a very good troll. A good troll would be, you know, stirring things up. And I'll be going, what? What are you doing? It turned out I didn't even notice. One, two, three. Susan says they do that because they're not stitching. Exactly. They need to stitch more. They'll keep them busy from doing stuff like that. What a waste of time, you know? Heather says, I love energy balls. Delish. I make a lot and freeze them. So they're available anytime. Yes, you can freeze them and they keep really well in the fridge as well. So I've got the recipe on Facebook. Marsha, hello, hello, welcome. Busy mom, safe journey home, and see you in a bit. Night night, Brittany. Hope the dental situation is a lot better after chatting with us. A23 back. Terry, that's quite funny. Terry says, trolls shouldn't pick on people who have the patience to stab thousands of times. I know. Some would do that in a very short space of time as well. They're good with sharp objects. That's funny. No, it wasn't a very good throw at all. I didn't notice. Not one bit. I just always, you know, the person's making some weird comments. And when that happens, I just ignore it and see how it goes. There. Oops. Let me pick that one. Yes. 161. 161. So I'm going to start from here. Well, I think throws are probably, you know, like those kids in the playground. There'll be a whole bunch of kids. They get along really well, they're having a great time, and there will be, you know, there's always one. They'll come over and try to stir shit up, you know, try to throw stuff or try to say stuff to somebody. It's a bit like that. So the person is childish. So I'm going to do a yogi maneuver, yogi move right here. Because I've got one extra stitch here. Here we go, 161, 161. Jackie says trolls are bullies. Well, I think they're more, they're probably insecure because a secure person doesn't have to do weird things to get attention. I think they're trying to get attention and they don't enjoy other people having a good time, probably. You know what I mean? There are people like that out there, unfortunately. And I'm going to fill up, I'm going to go for a little bit of red here. Oh, 666. Devil's color. It's bright red here. 666. I mean, you can hardly tell the difference between this red and the other red. but they're different colors. Oh dear. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Stitch in the wrong area. But you can't tell. It's all red. So Nikki, if you're doing regular colors, are you starting the same time as me? Or are you gonna start now? Or are you gonna wait for me? One, two, three. And the question is, can you wait? As for those of you who have already started the traveling piece, traveling, what is it called, library, where, which area did you start? If you already started, where's your starting point? Oh, Nikki, happy to hear that. That's good, Nikki. So what made you change your mind? Why don't you? I thought you like a bit of challenge, a bit of a torture. That's what we do to ourselves. Max color, super size. There. So pretty, this color. Too much confetti and browns and reds. Well, there's always confetti. Even regular has confetti. And this one is regular, by the way. Two here. Michelle Fuller is here. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Nikki says, yes, Supersize Max is not as intense confetti than regular Max. Yes, indeed. Because the same number of colors, but bigger area. So naturally, it's a little bit less color changes. And are you doing on 32 counts? 1/1? I haven't quite decided. Hey, busy mom, that was so quick. Welcome back. And are you stitching now? Yes, of course. Abney says, I'm excited for the challenge. Yes, exactly, me too. In a weird kind of way, I want it to be challenging. Because it's such a beautiful piece. And you know when it's Max colors, the colors just so subtle. I mean, regular ones would be just as beautiful, I'm sure. There you go. Oh, I love this color. So bright, so in your face. So Nikki's doing 32 counts, 1/110. Okay. Oh, you've started your quoting room. Yes, but I'm sure you'll be way ahead of me now you restarted. But that's a really good busy mom because commuting is quite a drag, isn't it? So if it's nearby, it's not too bad. People don't enjoy commuting, the traveling time is always feels like a little bit of a waste of time. Oh, Abney says, I have so many pieces now with background stitching. I'm ready for intense confetti. I don't know which one is better at all. I'm not into background stitching either. A lot of sky, war, ocean, that type of things. In a way, I think it's probably harder for me than confetti because my mind just go numb. Susan asks, where are you starting, Yogi? Oh, I have no idea, to be honest. So if you're referring to the traveling library piece, I don't know. I think now I have some idea of the fabric count. Actually, I haven't made up my mind which one, um, but I think by the time I get the fabric and look at the pattern, I'll make a decision then. At this point, I have no idea. I have no idea. But now with Saga, I felt I have more options. You know, I can probably go out of order a little bit if I do wish to. I have no idea where I'm starting just yet. So Nikki says, I have several of those started, but no more for me. Which ones? The max color ones? Suzanne says, I'm working on the sky right now, and there's a lot of block stitching. Really like the block stitching. Wow, the sky is challenging. So if I look at a pattern, I don't care how beautiful it is. If I see it's got a patch of this, you know, similar colors, I'll probably try to stay away. I just know my mind just probably cannot overcome the background stitching situation. And where shall I go next? Let's have a look. Oh, this is so fun to do. I just do whatever I want. And I get to pick the color I want as well. Here we go. And 890, 890. Right here. So I kind of switch back and forth between colors that's, you know, light and dark, but also colors that's got less stitches and ones that's got a whole bunch of stitches. So I don't get bored or fatigued or frustrated. Basically, I'm just doing what I want. Oh, Nikki, do you have a lot of supersized ones? I haven't got a single one. I think my mind just feels like there's just more stitches, but I'm bigger, and that's it. I suppose that's the point. But I'm just not very drawn to, you know, supersize. But there is one pattern though. It's from Amy Stewart as well. It's been in my wish list for a little while on Heaven and Earth. And it only comes with two versions. One is regular, with regular colors. And the other one, for some reason, it doesn't have max colors. The other one is supersized max colors. Only these two versions. And I don't know which one to get. So I'm kind of thinking that pattern would be good for max colors. Not, but it comes in supersize version, so it's a tough one. Oh, rivers, birds are, just being spoiled in general. So what do they eat then, River? Are they vegetarians? Do they eat bugs and stuff, or just fruits and vegetables? So River's got really cute parrots. Are they parrots? And they talk. They talk to River. Probably a lot of complaints as well. And Nikki says, I think I'm going to change my sweet shop out of ECC mode. Yes, where are you with that piece? So last time I saw your web, it was the black colors, and Nikki has run a single color. I think it's 310 throughout the entire piece. I ask you, the entire piece. And so it would be interesting to know what you do next. So you've got 3 colors. You try to color complete, right? River, I bet you love them. They know they own you, okay? Do not resist. Just let it be. Let them rule your life. That's what they do. Ooh, a little bit more red. Why not? Let's see. A17. A17. My cat, Dolly, knows. She owns me. So, that's just the way it is. A17, this beautiful red here. Oops. Nikki says Gemma's project looks supersized. I don't think it's supersized though. I think it's just regular chart and 90 colors, regular colors, but because it's 14 counts, so they're massive. But she stitches so fast with that method. If I do Gemma's method, I really enjoy it, but it's probably half the speed, and I'm already slow. So you can imagine what happens when I do Gemma's method. But she can do it so fast. I don't know how it works. It's a mystery. Betty says, Yogi, you can request a sign through special services. Right, but how do you do that? Is there a link that you do that you can follow? So that piece is it's been in my wish list for a little while, because sometimes when I look at when I find a piece I like, I kind of just leave it there and see if I still like it next time I see it. Just to make sure that I actually like it. But I'm really surprised that no one requested Max colors for that piece. It just looks like a good candidate for that. Let me see here. River says regarding the birds, they like fruits, vegetables, cheeseburgers. Can I eat cheeseburgers? Almonds, sunflower seeds. Everything else makes sense other than the cheeseburgers. Can I eat meat though? Can I digest meat? Because I know some birds that eat sort of bugs type of thing. So let me see. 1, 2, 1 over here. There. And apples, yes. Very dangerous. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Sarah has gotten 2 new charts. My goodness. And I before the stream, I actually had a quick look on our Facebook. I think I can't remember who it was, but someone bought 8 patterns. I ask you. That's a big shopping day. Two. So River, they're allowed to eat meat, do they? Right. Interesting. So they can pretty much eat anything then. They can eat anything pretty much. No chocolate. Right. Oh, it's like dogs. Yes, dogs are not supposed to have chocolate. Whoops. Soja says, what's the name of the mystery Amy Stewart chart on your wish list? Oh, it's so mysterious, I'm kind of too scared to mention it. Because it's not a new chart. I don't know when it came out, and I've been sort of, you know, looking at it on and off for a little while. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. And let me have a look. Jackie says, I think Gemma can go fast because 14 counts. I know for me, if I'm using a lower count, I stitch faster. I think I do anyway. Jackie, that doesn't apply to me. I stitch equally slow on any count, basically. If I cross country, it's slightly faster, but there's no guarantee. Depends on how many sort of color changes I need to make. But I'm equally slow. So your theory is, you know, being debunked right in front of your face, right here, live on Yogi Stream. No, I'm equally slow. I don't know, maybe because she came up with the method, so she knows what to do, I guess. Oh, Sarah's got Traveling Library and Forest Cat by Marchetti. Oh, he's the gentleman, the artist really likes cats. Every single piece, you know, all the old kitchen, the old craft room, they all have a cat on it somewhere, definitely. Nikki says it's on sale and we can have another feature start. Okay, I will load up. I'll bring on that piece and you can have a look. And let me have a look. I can't even remember the full title of the piece, but it's been in my let me just grab the thing and show it to you. Because for a while I was just thinking, you know, I don't know, it's a little bit involved, but let me just, I'm just looking at the website now. Let me find it. It's in my wish list. Let's have a look. I've got a few pieces here, actually, very dangerous. But this piece I just love for some reason, because in the past, let me just grab it and so I can show it to you. Okay, yeah. Let me just grab that so I can put it on the screen here. Right, I've got it. So here we go. I haven't bought it yet because I don't know which version to buy, but this is what it is. Okay, just let me make sure. I grab the right one. Desktop. Right. Let me show you this. This is the one I was looking at. This is like retro toys, and you know, there's some similarity to the shelves, but the subject matter is very different, and I just love it. Let me grab a better version of this. That one is better. Yeah, so I've been looking at it for a little while, and I'm just really drawn to the color scheme more than anything. And all the items on there just look so whimsical, so much fun. It's like childhood memory. Not that I play any of these, but I just love the idea. So there you go. This is the one I'm thinking about, but for some reason, it's only got regular or max, everything max, super size max. So there you go. This is it. Nikki says, I think if Gemma did color complete, she would be done. Oh, cross country, she would be done. It's a lot stitching, it's a lot switching colors, but she enjoys the way she's stitching and it's unique. I know, and she never changes it. You know, she's sticking with pretty much the same method from what I can see. And that's quite unusual because even my favorite methods, I don't know if I have favorite methods, but I like to change it up. And she doesn't have to. She's just happy stitching the way she does, and she only focuses on one piece at a time. So she's made differently. Susan says a toy shop without scary dolls. Yeah, I know. So I don't mind those little toys. They don't look scary. But there's a pattern from Marchetti. I think Joy's may be starting. I don't know where she started yet. It's called The Old Toy Shop. And I love the color scheme, but oh my goodness, there's so many sort of Punch and Judy style puppets and stuff. I just can't. Even though it's a beautiful piece, I just can't stitch it. But this one, not at all. Everything just looks really cute. River says, I have 1,200 stitches so far. The day's young. Oh dear. I don't know how you do it. I'll never figure it out. I'm stitching the same way as everyone else. One leg at a time. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing like 200 stitches when you're doing 1,200. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Oh, now Sarah just showing off now. She says, I average about 20,000 stitches a month. It doesn't even compute in my head what that means. I think that means a lot. Oh, do they have to shower the birds? Do you need to shower them, or they do their own shower? They play with water, don't they? So have fun, River. Night night to your birds. And thank you for coming up with the name. It's wonderful. I agree, Jackie. I love watching her stitching as well. It's so methodical, but so fast, so efficient. Busy Mom says, I'm lucky to get at least 2,000 a week. How does that break down daily? Still a lot though, 2,000. She says, I'm with Yogi. I'm a very slow stitcher and I stitch every day. But 2,000 isn't too bad at all. That is, how many stitches? That's like, if you do 200, that's only 1,400 per week. So you're doing really well. You're averaging about 300, right? And more. That's a little bit faster than me, Busy Mom. So, oh, so you spray the birds with spray bottle. I see. With shampoo. And Suzanne says 825 for me in 4 hours. Wow, that's quite fast as well. 4 hours for me is about 300 stitches, if at all. I don't know how it works. And this one here. It's very pretty, this color. And let's have a look. You can see the little head emerging. Let's have a look. Let me do another darker color. So this one, 535. 535. I've got it here. I'm gonna get a new piece. 535. Sarah VM says, I get around the same as Yogi. Oh, are you sure you're as slow as me? Not many people are as slow as me. But that's very kind. At least I have a company. You know, I'm not the only one that's super slow. It's an art form, you know? It's a gift. Oh, actually, I'm going to start from the top. I think it's better. Flows better. So my theory for people who stitch really fast is it's probably like, you know, Matrix. When they stitch, time slows down. So even though they're stitching in a normal speed, but because the time slows down, they're able to squeeze in more stitches. That's my only explanation. What say you? One, two, three. River says, I really love the box in Saga. You can mark all your stitches at once. Yes, yes. So you don't have to mark manually. But at the same time, if you do kind of cross country, you know, if you're not doing color completion, you do need to remember not to hit the bucket because you could, and you just mark everything, which I've done a couple of times. And just end up with stitches that I haven't done or marked. 1, 2. Do you agree, River? So you were in that time warp as well, because you stitch really fast as well. So you know. Yes, Susan. Susan says they're first they're aliens and now they're in the Matrix. Yes, that's exactly it. That's the only explanation for this strange phenomena. I'm stitching one leg at a time in normal speed, right? Just like anyone would. There's just no way that you can explain that crazy speed. The only explanation is the Matrix. Time slows down. Suzanne, you worked on 3 projects. Oh dear. 12599 Whoa. So that's over 1,000 and a little bit. They're like a bionic woman, Michelle says. Yes. Some sort of what is it called? What's that movie with people with strange powers? Each one's got different ones. What's that Marvel's movie? Sarah says, bionic woman, I have 3 metal plates and 20 screws in my right arm. Oh my goodness. And my husband calls my bionic arm. Maybe that's why you can stitch so fast, Sarah. It's I don't know what they did. Tula arm. It's all computer controlled. It's not you stitching, it's someone else controlling the computer. And maybe you can adjust the speed as well. Yeah, there's a dial somewhere on Sarah. Well, recently I saw there's a guy, I think it may be the first one. You know the Neuralink from by Elon Musk. Lab or whatever it's called. They've got a brand name there. And there's a guy who, I'm trying to think, did he lose his arm? And he's got a kind of computer robot arm attached, but he's able to control the arms. I think it's on the arm through just thinking about it. So it's kind of just like how our body normally works. We don't need to sort of order the arms to do certain things. We just do it. It's that quick. And he's able to have pretty much a robot arm, just using the power of thought. Not even power of thoughts. They just link up to your brain, and then whatever you think it does, just like normal arms. So it's happening. So maybe we can order one with, fast stitching model. And it gets upgrade, once in a while. So you can stitch even faster. Like iPhone, you've got yearly upgrade. Five, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5. Oh, it's taking shape there. Oh, Suzanne is doing temperature stitching. I still can't get my head around. Well, I like the way that some of you approach it like a full-time job. You have a methodology, agile, whatever method. And I think this one would be the last color. So guys, watch out. Now you can gradually maybe, come up with some estimation of the stitches. I'm doing one more color. So let me pick one here. I think would be quite nice to do this one, this area over here. So here. 666 again. Oh. Nikki, that's a bit too soon. I haven't done the last color yet. Maybe the last color I would stitch like I'm on fire. And, maybe I'll manage more than 10 stitches in the final few minutes. So wait for me. Stitching Mummy, her channel, I haven't watched properly recently, but I have seen some videos. I think she's doing temperature something as well. Not that I know anything of that method. I just know you follow, you know, today's temperature or something like that. I think we talked about this quite a while ago. But you can just get a dartboard, you know, and assign a number to each project and just throw the dart and see where it lands and just stitch that piece. Trevor says, I just stitch whatever I feel like stitching. If I want to stitch one for a solid month or just a day or two, so be it. Yeah, I suppose you just follow, you know, whatever you want to stitch for that day or the week. And particularly now, you can stitch whatever you want. So Suzanne says today's temperature is high was 15. 15 is high Celsius, right? So I worked on the number 5 pattern, which is slows with glasses. I still don't know how that works. But it's interesting. Suzanne says, I use a decision wheel to decide in order that I would do my 1,000 foot rotation. So it's a little bit like throwing darts, isn't it? You just want that decision making to be made by through some other means. Busy Mom says, Yogi, do you only stitch on the live or do you stitch other times during the day? Since I started streaming, most of the stitching I do, I pretty much do it here with you. But there will be occasions that I have, you know, pockets of time that I'll pick up a piece I really want to do and put in a few stitches. So like the new starts, you know, I really want to do more, then I'll try to squeeze a bit of stitching here and there, but nothing really structured. Most of the time just in between, you know, doing other things. So yeah, so when I'm sitting here for most days, probably about 3.5 hours, this is the bulk of my stitching happening here. So, but in a way, I'm stitching a lot more than before I started streaming, because if I stitch on my own, I get distracted quite a lot. I'll do a few, like half an hour, few stitches, and that, you know, for half an hour for me it's like 10 stitches. Okay, maybe a little bit more. But other than that, I will get up and do other things and then come back and do a little bit more. So, streaming is really, good for me as well. I hope it's good for you, but it kind of allows me to be here, fully and just stitch. And also I get to chat with you, so that's a kind of, quite nice combination here. But yeah, I think most of my stitching is here with you. Terry says, I use the decision wheel. Wow. I would waste half of my stitching time trying to decide which project to stitch. But Terry, do you not? Because what I find is, if I don't know which one I want to stitch, I just pick them up and look at them. I think they talk to you, don't they? So very often, for me, a particular piece will be kind of going me, 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 and I will look at, what I've done, kind of completion area, just have a look, then I get a kind of yes or no vibe. Sometimes I'll go, well, I'll stitch this piece, but I'll put in a few stitches and just decide that, I'm not feeling it, and I'll pull it down. But most of the time, particularly now, I pick a piece to work with you every day. And most of the time I just go with how I feel. And, I rarely want to stitch the same project 2 days in a row. So I just want to kind of change it up. So I speak to my whips. I'm a whip whisperer. I talk to them, they talk to me. Nikki, I'm putting down quite a few stitches here, so you might want to revise your number there, okay? I think I'm going to do the final about 3 of them, I think. Wow, Busy Mom is using a decision wheels as well. See, sometimes free choices can be a burden, because it requires decision power, and sometimes you don't want to do that. Just like a lot of times, I kind of equate to going to restaurants. Restaurant A, that's got 5 different menus, like thick books of menus, and then you can choose whatever you want, anything you want. And restaurant B, it's got 10 items on the menu. I think I'll go for restaurant B because it's much easier to choose, even though I can't just have anything I want, but making decision can be exhausting. Oh, actually, a couple more. Why don't I just do those? Still have a little bit of thread left. Okay, I'll make this one the last stitch. Very nice. I mean, these are 2 different reds blend together, but you can't tell. I can't tell in my eyes. Suzanne says, I found that I'm avoiding certain projects, and this way I don't have a decision on it, which maybe there wasn't a really good reason for me to avoid, like yesterday's temperature stitching. Yeah, I find myself at times I'm kind of, trying to avoid certain projects, and most of the time is when I'm getting to the area, either it's really monotone, like the sky or war or whatever, or the other way is super confetti, and I get stuck, I get fed up. So yeah, sometimes you just go, oh, I'm not feeling that. That's why, having multiple projects is so much better. You can pick and choose. River says, doctor asked me once when I asked about my hallucinations, if I hear voices in my head, I was like, no, do you? Oh dear. Right, let's have a look. Guys, are you ready with your numbers? You've seen it happen live here in front of your eyes. There's so many stitches over here. Okay. And you can do a mental calculation on roughly how many stitches are there, the new ones. So today I focus on this area, and is over. There's a lady here that I've been wanting to stitch over here. So I've sort of gone around the head area. The hat is almost completed, and some of the background, and it's going quite well, I think. And not confetti. I would say not confetti at all so far, and particularly, something to do with the way I'm stitching as well. So I'm not kind of, if I have a very small area I'm working on, then you probably feel the confetti a little bit more. But in this method, it's nice and loose, it's all good. Not that many single stitches. So let's have a look. So for those who are new to the stream, okay, at the end of each stream, we play Guess My Stitches. Okay, so basically you get to come up with a number and guess how many stitches I have completed from the beginning of the stream. And the winner of this who got the closest number, it doesn't have to be precise, closest number will be the winner of the night, and the person will get a lot of respect from other stitchers, which is priceless, and also our emoji buffet provided by the members themselves, and you get to share the emoji buffet with me. A lot of delicious items I enjoy every night. So let's have a look, see what we've got here. So Betty 214, Busy Mom 210. Oh, a lot of two sort of 50 range. Susan 249, Fran 267, Laura 258, and Sarah 238, Terry 222, Sisk 205, Rachel 195, River 210. Oh, there's a pattern emerging. Suzanne 150. You could be right there. And Sarah VM 220. And let's reveal the answer. Let's see who is going to be our winner tonight. So, first of all, let me turn this off here, and let's go to the stats. Dun dun dun. It doesn't want to do it. Oh my God. 268, ladies and gentlemen. Who is the winner today? I can't count, so you pick for me. I think Laura is pretty close. 268. Oh my God, Fran, 267. Raja, you're too late, but the number is off. Anyway, it's 268. So I think the winner is Fran today, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Round of applause to Frank. Well done. I think it may be, is this the first submission, Fran, for Guess My Stitches? Well done, well done. So, bring the emoji buffet forward, everyone. You need to provide the food yourself so we can eat. So, the winner, Fran, today, you will be able to share the emoji buffet with me. Suzanne is 956. 956. Suzanne is hallucinating. The kind of hallucination River has been suffering. Winner is Fran. Yes, yes, yes. So, round of applause to Fran. And, oh yes, the buffet is coming. Thank you, Suzanne. 268. Not too bad, not too bad. Anything above 200 is a good day. Or the emoji buffet is abundant today. Amazing. Diana, you're a little bit late, but thank you. 405 sounds fantastic. And some lovely drinks as well. So, Fran, I hope you enjoy your first buffet here. And everyone dig in as well. It's what everyone. I'll try. I probably have a slice of pizza and some healthy options from Betty, some watermelon and fruits, etc. And get your 5 a day, okay? Fiber is important. So, with that, it's over just about 10 minutes to midnight, and Yogi signing out from sleepy London town. And remember, tomorrow we're back again, and also on Saturday we're doing our first halftime show. Yay! So it's going to start from probably about 6 p.m. UK time. So you do the conversion there, and we will move forward, charge forward for 6 hours. That's the plan, okay? And you can stitch anything from Amy Stewart. And if you're not stitching Amy Stewart, get one pattern now and join us on Saturday. So I hope you enjoy the buffet, and thank you for joining me today. I had a great fun as usual and learned a lot from you. And we had a troll as well. How refreshing. We had the first troll visit. Yes, so every day is a new day. So night-night, everyone. Good night. I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.